Democratic laws, or the manifestation of the will of the majority. In ancient Greece, many laws were enacted by the will of the majority of citizens or elected leaders. This was the foundation of democracy. Leaders were also elected by majority vote, and they were held accountable for their work. Unpopular rulers could be removed and punished, all according to the will of the people. Greece is rightfully considered the birthplace of modern democracy, where legislative bodies around the world still pass laws by majority vote. If an opposing opinion prevails later, amendments are made to the law, or the law is repealed altogether. However, this only happens if the majority votes for the new version of the law or its repeal. Ancient Rome is undoubtedly the gold standard for the legal justification of karmic laws. In the 8th century BCE, Roman law emerged, becoming the foundation of the entire Romano-Germanic legal system of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, and through it, the basis of all modern law. The main principle of the Roman legal system is the assertion that the state is the result of an established agreement between citizens to resolve all legal issues according to rules previously agreed upon by general consensus. This principle later became the foundation of the Republic as a form of government, which is now the most widespread in the world. Roman law introduced the axiom a law does not have retroactive effect, which is associated with other postulates, such as everything that is not prohibited is allowed, or one cannot be punished twice for the same offense. Speaking of Roman law, it's worth mentioning the Byzantine Emperor Justinian, who in 534 AD issued his famous civil code, Corpus Juris Civilis, one of the first known compilations of laws. Justinian sought to revive the Roman Empire and establish a firm legal order once and for all. He wanted to preserve for the future all the richness of classical law, modernizing and adapting it for use in the Eastern Roman Empire. To achieve this, Justinian created a commission consisting of professors and lawyers at the court. The commission was tasked with selecting from the classical legacy what still held relevance and could be used as a foundation. The commission worked extremely quickly and completed an enormous task, studying 2,000 books in 3 years. The result was a monumental work consisting of 50 books. The first book was dedicated to general legal issues, the second through 46th books dealt with private law, the 47th and 48th focused on criminal law, the 49th covered appeals, and the 50th addressed administrative law, legal definitions, and rules. Justinian legalized this work and put it into effect on December 30, 533 AD, strictly prohibiting any commentaries on it that had a polemical or critical nature. Justinian's code of laws was intended to serve his contemporary and future societies reliably. Therefore, legislators did not hesitate to discard obsolete laws, simplify overly complex ones, and invent new ones. In doing so, they created a relatively simple and technically mature legal system that formed the basis of several legal systems in modern Europe. Essentially, Justinian applied the same principle that the great Italian sculptor, poet, and thinker Michelangelo used a millennium later when creating sculptures. When asked how he managed to create such magnificent sculptures, he replied, "I take a stone and then carve away everything unnecessary." Justinian did the same with the laws, and many of them, due to their universality, still work regardless of time, religion, or national borders. Although not all Roman laws were enacted democratically, the principles of their organization formed the basis of legislation in modern democratic states.